Was that a dog barking again? Yep, that's a dog barking.
Good job. You woke him up.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
I'm trying
home.
to work over here.
I'm home.
I'm trying to work.
Hello.
I'm home. So speaking of being home, did you guys see what I did Friday night?
Yeah, it looked like you had a lot of fun.
Randomly go to a freak show, right?
Literally.
Literally, they call it a freak show. There's a little guy in a wheelchair. He's got the puffed out chest. I don't know what he was born with.
Yeah.
But obviously he's in a wheelchair. And it starts off with he's on the stage. This girl's on the stage who starts to take off all her clothes. All of her clothes.
That's a positive.
All of her clothes.
Yeah, cool.
Then he takes off all of his clothes. And then he just proceeds to sit there for half the show naked in his wheelchair. That's how the show started off. But I do have a little bit of video that's okay. My buddy Jude, the guy was charging $5 to staple to his body.
Staple what?
Money.
Oh.
To his body with a real staple gun. If you gave $20, you could staple it anywhere.
Oh.
If they made enough money, $100, he would staple his earmuffs, please. Can we get earmuffs, Todd?
Hold on. Dave?
Warning! Put on your fucking earmuffs!
He decided to staple his scrotum to his leg.
Oh.
Why?
Oh,
I
God.
don't know. So
Sounds terrible.
I sat there during the whole freak show like, really?
Well, I
Is
saw
it-
you were like putting up on your Insta story the entire time.
I did. And I didn't
Yeah,
save
couple-
most of them.
Couple nip slips too.
I didn't see. I couldn't tell from my screen. I didn't
Yeah, no,
realize
I could
So
tell.
it was weird. I didn't stay the whole time. I did stay for most of it. I left like 10 minutes before it ended. But then there were some fire things and some other. It was freaky. Anyway, Jared Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com, and welcome to RAWtalk episode number 206. This is the Thanksgiving show episode where we talk about what we're thankful
Give
for.
Hanks.
Do you want to give Hanks first, or should I give Hanks?
You can give Hanks first.
Todd, you have any Hank? You want me to go
You can
first?
give Hanks. You
So
can give Hanks.
I put out a video on Thursday for Thanksgiving because this is falling after that when it's coming out, and it talks about what I am most thankful about with you guys is that I'm thankful for the fact that you guys watch. And I wanted to reiterate the fact that FroKnowsPhoto is brought to you by you. And what does that mean? That means we make videos because you watch them. If you didn't watch them, we wouldn't have an opportunity to make the videos. And on top of that, if you didn't support what we did by watching on YouTube, by supporting the sponsors that we do have, by purchasing the video guides, which feeds Morgan, and it does more than feed Morgan. It allows us to have...
It gets Jared a Porsche.
I still don't own a Porsche. It gets Steven to be full-time. It gets Dan to be full-time. It gets Todd to be
Does
whatever.
his insurance
Morgan.
cover speech therapy?
Yes, he has great coverage that I pay for his insurance.
Just wondering.
But anyway, it's brought to you by you. And we have, there's been a lot of talk, and we talked about it last week, that people are like, oh, you shouldn't be doing sponsors or promotions, whatever. The fact that you guys take it upon yourself to make purchases, and even if you never do purchase anything, we greatly appreciate the fact that you watch because that helps. So that's what I'm thankful for. I'm thankful that you guys afford me and the team the ability to get up each and every day to do what we do because it certainly doesn't suck to do what we do.
Yeah.
So a big thank you to you guys out there for doing that. That's what I have to say. I have that other video that talks about it more. Are you thankful for anything?
Yeah, I'm always thankful for my family.
Of course.
My wife and my daughter, I couldn't do what I do without them. It allows me to be an asshole, so that's
It
good.
allows him to play
To do nothing. All
Sony
day, every
VR
day.
PlayStation
porn.
and VR porn. He has a very accepting wife who's like, Todd,
Sugar mama.
are you doing that again?
Do not come down here. Do not come down here. Pour Clorox in your eyes.
There's a spooky ghost.
And
My stroke ghost.
people like Todd's advice about daughter advice.
Yeah.
it was actually
it's
pretty
serious parenting advice for once.
good. How about you?
Some days.
The family, like he said, family first, of course. My
I say that in
girlfriend.
the video. that I
Yeah,
made.
yeah, it's a given, I feel like. This job, of course, you guys,
Oh,
the
you're
fans,
you're
the
fired,
listeners,
no, I'm not thankful.
everybody out there. I mean, to have a life like this is pretty amazing, so
Cool.
thank you.
Awesome. So with that being said, being that it is brought to you by you, it's time that we plug something. Why don't we plug the Black Froday / Black Friday sale,
Perfect
which is
timing.
up and running right now. It's actually a pretty awesome sale because all video guides are on sale for up to 50% off. 50% off.
Oh my God. Oh, wait. Let me wipe that off.
50% off. 3 of the guys. Okay, here it is. If you go to FroKnowsPhoto.com/Black Friday, there are 4 offers. 3 of them are for 50% off. If you use the code FRO50OFF, all lowercase, all one word. Of course, the 50 is a number, just like it is on the screen. FRO50
But lowercase, not capital number.
Lowercase. Just follow it on the screen. It's on the damn sales page as well. Giving 50% off the FroKnowsPhoto Guide to DSLR Video, 50% off the FroKnowsPhoto Guide to Getting Out of Auto, and 50% off the FroKnowsPhoto Flash Guide.
Shooting blanks over there, buddy.
FroKnowsPhoto Flash Guide. Now,
Oh my God.
if you would like to get the FroKnowsPhoto Guide to Video Editing, that is 26% off, which is $50 off. If you use the code FRO26OFF, lowercase, the number 26 in the middle, you can get 50% off. You can use the code as many times as you want if you want to buy all 3 at discounts, go ahead and do that. Take advantage of it. It's there. It's a great offer. I also have the sale going on for the bag and also Are you done yet?
How do you still have some left?
I think he got one up in the light,
Oh my
Steve.
God.
I gotta
It's
take a
in
nap.
the diaper. The actual diffuser.
Can I get through this post,
That's
please?
funny.
Is this what Steven feels like?
Exactly.
So there's a 2-shirt special, and there's also a bag special, free shipping for United States only, plus a free extra thing worth $50 in your bag. Anyway, take advantage of the Black Froday sale. You get 50% off 3 of the guides and 26% off 1 of it. And again, we
Wait,
thank
what?
you. We thank you for supporting us because by purchasing these guides, you help us continue
Yeah.
to do what we do, and we would like to make more of them.
Thank
so
you.
that's that.
I like how you
you,
put
thank
Black Froday.
It's black. Oh, it's supposed to say Froday. But FroKnowsPhoto.com/Black Friday that will have all the links to the DVDs or digital downloads. You can purchase it that way.
Very cool.
Then I got holiday gifts to give you guys.
What?
Yeah. I got them in.
Already? It's a little early.
Dang.
Dan, can you hand this to Todd? Don't open it yet.
You bought these.
Yeah.
What?
This is my holiday gifts that I'm
Is this
giving out
is
to
this
clients.
another fucking bag? 'Cause I don't.
Is there? It's a
There you
ticking.
go.
Open it.
Oh, good. It's the shirt with your face on again. Another.
I forgot to start
Great.
the clock, Dan.
Oh. Oh wow.
Oh God.
Yeah, but what's the name on the jersey?
Oh, you fucking dick.
Show Todd.
Hashtag blame Steven. Hashtag 12,800. That's great.
Yeah, so
Those
these
are
are
nice,
custom.
though,
What does
man.
yours say?
Those are nice.
Mine just says I
Best
shoot
of the
raw.
best.
I
God
forgot
damn it.
that
Mine says 69.
Oh, what number am I? 12. That's random.
you said you liked number 12.
I do actually. How did you know that?
I asked you.
When did you ask me that?
I asked you what number is your favorite number?
That's funny. I should
Here,
have caught
look,
on.
that's what mine says.
Are we gonna play a game with these at some point?
Yeah, because we don't play hockey.
Mine says I shoot raw. My number is 2.8. Steven, look.
2.8.
Custom Flyers jerseys made.
These are nice, man.
These are authentic jerseys
Yeah, they are
Legit.
from Authentic Knit. They're really nice.
Yeah.
I really like it. I'm going to put it on.
Probably never going to wear it, but it's cool. Thanks.
You're not going to wear
No, I'm
it?
kidding.
Never gonna wear this.
What do you think, Todd?
It's great.
It's great.
It's great.
Hashtag blame Steven.
So I have 4 extra of the one that I'm wearing.
Nothing like making the holidays all about you, by the way.
Just waiting for it.
What an ass, Todd. Say thank you.
Nothing,
they say I
nothing
should
like
roll
making
this-
your gifts
I
attached
didn't even
right
see the
off.
patch on the side.
They say I shoot raw on the side. I have 4 extra of these. If anybody is interested in these, they're not cheap. $199. What? They're expensive. What can I tell you? They're $199. If you would like it, I've got 4 of these currently that say I shoot raw and 2.8 on it. I have to get the captaincy added to mine. I should have had that done. You can email me directly, Jared@FroKnowsPhoto.com, and in the subject line, just say I shoot raw hockey jersey if you're interested in one of these. Now, if you're interested in having your own, if you want a specific hockey team, like I had to make a couple of Rangers, I had to make a couple of Islanders to send because they went out as gifts.
Yeah.
Oh, it has I shoot raw right
You usually get your dad like a custom jersey.
I got
right?
my dad one. It says Fro's father on it.
Fro's father.
He likes that. So I got him one that says that. Sorry, Dan, I'll get you
I thought
something.
it would say like hashtag
Oh,
apples.
yeah, you didn't get Dan anything.
No, this was before
Please,
Dan. I started doing this
Hashtag
before Dan.
Dan.
So they are authentic hockey jerseys. And if you would like one under your own team, send me an email, and I have extra logos left. We can put whatever number on it that you would like and whatever name you would like to have on it. So that's the hockey jerseys.
These are nice.
They're authentic.
Team I Shoot Raw.
FroKnowsPhoto logos, custom made.
Cool.
All right, shut up. Let's get to photo news. You guys
Thank
are
you.
assholes.
No, these are cool. Thank you. I appreciate that.
They are cool.
Hate what you put on the back of it, but that's cool.
I thought that was good.
First and last time I'm going to wear it. What?
I didn't hear him.
Photo news we're getting into?
Yeah.
So first up, we've got Hitachi. They've announced the development of a lensless camera that uses moire fringing and math instead of a traditional lens to capture photos. This new method also lets users focus after the shot's taken, which is similar to Litro, they say, by capturing depth information at the same time. Now, the main difference here being that this new tech is incredibly compact versus Litro's cameras.
No way.
It's insane,
Tell
isn't
me
it?
more,
It's
Steven.
incredible. Yeah, let me get into it. So here's the science behind it. Let's see if we can say this. The pattern casts the shadow onto the sensor during image capture, which is then compared to a second similar pattern that is superimposed on the image during processing.
Got it. Nerd.
The difference between those two creates moire fringes that can be analyzed to determine the incident angle of light, aka a photograph. Now the
Look at this photograph.
company plans on bringing
Every
this
time
to
I do,
market
it
in
makes
early
me laugh.
2018, most
What the
likely
hell
in
is on
smartphones.
Joey's
Next
head?
story up. Casey Neistat.
No, what's wrong with it? You can't sing. Look at this. If you say "look at this photograph," how can you not sing "Nickel Crack"?
I didn't say look at this photograph, first of all.
You said photograph.
I said AKA a photograph.
Well, I mean, that reminds me of a song.
Sure.
Every time I do, it makes me laugh.
So anyway, they plan to market this in early 2018, and they say they're gonna try to put it in smartphones because it's so compact.
And so smart.
Yeah. And we've got Casey Neistat. He's officially ended his daily vlog. You love his vlogs, don't you?
I would watch them to see what he would do
I
next.
didn't watch him every day, but I watched.
I would catch up on a few.
Yeah, every now and then I would watch a couple, depending on how long it was. It tended to get longer and longer, though.
He would do between 8 and 12 minutes. That was it.
Yeah, they started off only being like 5 minutes, though. Anyway, after nearly 18 months of straight vlogging and over 200 episodes later, the YouTuber stated that he needs to move forward.
Well, it's way over 200 because
onto
there's
the next thing.
365. He was over
But
500.
this is what I don't get is why does it say episode 200 and something? Was that just this
Okay,
year?
so what it says is that's just this year.
That's
he
just this
reset
year.
it for the every
Gotcha.
year.
Why didn't he just keep it going?
Because he did Neistat season 2, episode 1
Okay.
for each new year.
So there had to be, what, 500 and
it
something
was
episodes?
almost 600 episodes.
Almost 600?
Well, 18 months. It was over 500.
But he says he has to move forward on to the next thing that pushes him creatively. And he notes that in his last 10-minute vlog, he initially started the vlog as a way to challenge himself, and he would keep it up until he got bored. And that day has finally come, I guess, where he's gotten bored and he just doesn't have time for the videos he actually wants to create.
Well, basically what he said is that it started to become a chore.
Yeah.
That every day, and it wasn't being, he's already gained 5.5, almost 6 million subscribers
It's
in
insane.
the 18
It's
months.
insane the
You've never
following
seen
he's
anything
built.
as meteoric rise as that.
Yeah. And he didn't start vlogging. That's been around for years
No,
before
he didn't
that,
start it,
but
and
he
he-
really made it popular.
He's had
I
a
feel
YouTube
like.
channel for over 6 years.
Yeah.
So he had 500,000 18 months ago when he started, and then he added 5+ million to it.
Yep.
And I get it. I totally get it that he didn't want, he could continue on doing the same boring stuff, but it's not challenging to him. So I totally get it. And he didn't say he's going to stop. He said he's going to focus on specific types of video content that he's going to go ahead and produce and create and put it out into the world.
What's funny, too, is lately he's been doing a lot more reviews, like tech and gadget reviews and stuff like that, and he seems like he really liked doing
He
that
was
kind
probably
of stuff.
trying to find a way that he could continue to do what he was
Yeah,
doing
in a similar
while changing
fashion,
it up.
Because those I noticed he didn't actually call like vlog episode number or whatever it may be. He just didn't title it at all.
He made
so I guess
change,
he
yeah.
was slowly pushing away from the daily vlog type
Yeah.
thing. Then we've got you can take a step inside Elton John's photo collection in a new
I
behind the
thought you were
scenes
gonna say
video.
something else.
The musician apparently has
I'm still standing better than I ever did.
he really likes photography, which I didn't know. Did you know he liked photography?
No.
So ever since becoming sober in 1990, he has since acquired over 8,000 prints, making him have one of the biggest private photography collections.
What's another word for prints?
Photographs?
Look at this photograph. Every time I do, it makes me laugh. What the hell is on Steven's head? It's a spiky hair.
So his collection includes work by over
gotta admit that was
70
good.
photographers. 70 photographers, including iconic names like Irving Penn, Walker Evans, Dorothy Lang, and more, with
Any
prints
Peter
dating
Lick?
all the way back to 1917. I don't think there's any Peter Lick. There's more iconic.
I mean,
like,
there might be Peter
historic-
Lick when it comes to Elton John.
Great.
But
Peter Lick.
They
maybe
seem-
not a photograph.
They seem to range between 1917 being his earliest photograph that he owns to about 1950.
Why didn't
Doesn't
he
really have
buy the
anything
Abraham
past
Lincoln
that.
photo?
I'm not sure. That's a good question.
He hates America.
Can we call Elton John right now and see why he didn't buy that photo?
Hello. Hello. Who's there?
Jared from FroKnowsPhoto.
Oh, hello there, Jared. How are you? Hey, hold on. Put your pants on. What do you want, Jew?
I just want to know why you didn't buy that Abraham Lincoln photo if you have 8,000 photographs.
Hey, 'cause I don't really like Americans that much. For real, if you honestly want to ask me, I mean, I like Disney World and cheesesteaks, but that's about it. The rest of you are a bunch of wankers.
Can you sing me some Philadelphia Freedom, please?
No. I honestly can't. I mean, I really just don't like your type. And I mean, I've seen your work, and I'm not really into crushing the blacks. Unless it's in my personal life. So it's I'm not really into you. So goodbye, Jew.
And there's Elton John calling into the show. Who knew that before the show started that Elton John would be on the show?
It's amazing.
We have far and wide reach.
And one of the rarest prints he owns is the original
owns
contact
prints?
sheet. Yes, of the underwater swimmer by
Probably smells by this point.
Andre Kurtz, which was taken back in 1917. And he has so many prints that he had to buy an entire apartment just to hang them all in his 18,000 square foot apartment in Atlanta, Georgia.
So it's
And he says he didn't need the space; he just needed a place to hang the prints. So
First
he bought
off-
this entire apartment for that.
well, in Atlanta you can get a lot for nothing, right? Todd?
18,000 square feet.
Oh, yeah.
It's cheap as hell. Maybe we should.
That's where I bought my wife, so it's really inexpensive.
I remember that story.
Yep.
I remember that story. $800 tip that she doesn't remember being that much.
Yeah, I don't think it was 800.
400.
Yeah, it was 400.
Todd was rolling dirty back then in the rap group.
Corporate card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he says, I love surrounding myself with these beautiful images. It's my favorite art form in the whole world. You would think music would be his first favorite art form, but apparently not. Now, currently, 190 of those prints are on display at an exhibition called The Radical Eye at Tate Modern in London. And you can watch the full personal tour video over on the website. Posted that one up.
Oh.
Yeah, hello. I just wanted to call you guys back and invite you out if you wanted to come see my radical eye.
Oh, yeah.
It's very veiny,
Oh.
and we could possibly discuss Peter Lick while you're here. So goodbye, Jew.
Then we've got a photographer took on a tough photo project of his own. He tracked down strangers that he photographed 40 years ago and recreated the original portraits today. Street photographer Chris Pors is appropriately calling the project Reunions, noting that it's a fascinating collection of life stories and a valuable social record of a constantly changing city. He says some of the people were easy to track down while others required him to play detective and track them down the hard way. And he recreated everything from the exact posing to the location to even the props in the original image. And all the photos are available now as a photo book that he put together. And he's selling that for around £12 in the UK.
That's heavy.
Or £32 internationally.
Is it good? Is
And
it
I'll
good?
link to that along with the images.
That's
It's remarkable how exact he got the posing, the location,
Is it
everything.
on Amazon?
And again, it was 40 years ago.
Is
So
it
I don't
on-
probably.
What's it
I saw the
called?
link on his actual website.
What's it called?
It's called Reunions. Is the photo book?
I'm gonna look it up.
By Chris Pors. It's Porsz.
Yeah, that's Pors.
And he's from London. And then we've got another recreation. Mint are now offering a modified special edition Polaroid SX70 camera that they pimped out to give you greater manual control of it. Now calling their version the SLR 670S Noir. The special edition camera was built to celebrate the company reaching 10,000 sales of the reimagined original SX70, the SLR 670.
Really? How much do they sell that for?
It was expensive. I think they're like $600 because if you can get a good mint condition SX70, that's like $300-400 on say like eBay or something like that. And then they added, the pimped out version. They added manual controls, stuff like that. So like $600.
That's too much to spend
10,000
on
of those,
on a
yeah.
Polaroid.
Now, the cameras, the new one they released, the Noir version, comes complete with a brand new motherboard and electric eye, they're calling it, with manual shutter controls for up to 1/2000th of a second shutter speed. And it also comes with 2 auto modes, one for low and one for high ISO film.
Please tell me it takes Instax.
It doesn't take Instax, it takes Impossible, because it's SX70.
Yeah, but Impossible still sucks.
Now, the refurbished models aren't cheap. They come in at $675 a camera. And... yeah, expensive, really expensive.
Yeah, I'm not buying one.
Let's see if they'll sell 10,000 of these, though.
Yeah.
People are clearly buying them, even though they're really expensive. I mean, the
Hipsters unite.
SX70 I bought my girlfriend, which again was just the original, and it was in working condition, but it wasn't perfect. It wasn't mint. Was $300, I think, for her birthday.
Damn, you love that girl.
baller.
Yeah, she probably used it like
Damn.
twice.
Damn, I still have Impossible film in the
The
refrigerator.
Impossible film alone, I think I bought her was like $90 because I bought her like 3 packs or something.
I hope she got you a good gift.
So expensive. Yeah. Then we've got Google researchers. Google researchers are working on a new type of technology that will help upscale, enhance, and sharpen low-res photos. Their new software called Razor, which stands for Rapid and Accurate Image Super Resolution.
Speaking of razors,
Fresh shave?
Yeah.
You should buzz it, man, like every week. How long do you usually wait?
too long?
What's too long?
A month?
A month. Wow.
Yeah.
You should shave it like once a week.
What are you going on, like
This is
5
probably-
years?
That's
probably
5 years right there.
7 years, something like that, yeah.
If only your hair grew as much as you sweat.
That's true. Then I'd be like a werewolf.
That'd be funny.
It'd be bad.
Be awesome.
Some people do have hair that grows like that.
My roommate was like that. He had to literally shave his entire body like weekly.
Did you help with that?
No, I did not.
Did you film it?
Maybe.
He used his Mint camera.
Yeah. So they say the new system has been trained on thousands of pairs of low and high res images, so it knows exactly how and where to add an extra data in the pixel neighborhood without losing detail. And
Won't you be my neighbor?
Google says, in quotes, when these filters are applied to the lower quality image, they recreate details that are of comparable quality of the original high resolution image and offers a significant improvement to linear, bicubic, and some other interpolation
All I
method.
can think about are dick pics. How's it going to be for that?
They note that their new technique is also capable of avoiding aliasing artifacts that exist in most low-res photos, especially when you try and upscale it. And Google says this technology could one day be used to improve digital pinch-to-zoom, as well as the ability to send low-res files quickly across the web, with the recipient being able to enhance them with their software. So
Just
blow
use
them
Pied
up
Piper.
after the
Pied
fact.
Piper.
Yeah.
Damn it!
Pied Piper.
Got you.
I was letting
Nailed
it
it.
finish.
Nailed it.
I was letting
Nailed
it
it.
finish.
It's Pied Piper, but real life.
I was
That's
letting
funny.
it finish.
Nope.
That's funny.
Nope. Beat you to it.
I was.
Crushed it.
But this
Crushed
looks
it.
pretty cool.
Hashtag crushed it.
The examples they had, the before and after, are really nice looking.
That's cool. I have no problem with this.
yeah, it's great.
Whatever.
And Time has unveiled their list of the 100 most influential images of all time.
Time.
It's not just another list either. The new project has a dedicated
and
website.
time goes by so slow. Sorry. I'm not sorry.
It has a dedicated website where users can click on one of the 100 images. You can get a brief history lesson on it, and you can even watch a short documentary about that iconic photo, which is pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
Time says, in quotes, some images are on our list because they were the first of their kind, others because they shaped the way we think, and some made the cut because they directly changed the way we live. What all 100 share is that they are turning points in our human experience.
So let me guess, not all 100 actually are good.
Exactly. Like, for
Did
example...
they include Noah falling in his jacket?
So they have some incredible photos like Tank Man, the Muhammad Ali knocking out Sonny Liston photo, the migrant mother photo, all the usual ones. But then there's like the Ellen selfie. There is the first cell phone photo ever taken, which I understand
That I
that
get.
for historical purposes, but the first Ellen selfie, I'm not sure what the reason behind putting that up as the
Because
top
it broke
100
Twitter.
images. Did it break Twitter? Is that what happened?
It actually did.
And it's Ellen. Everybody loves Ellen.
No, that's true.
That's true.
Now, they're offering a companion book, too, to go along with the project for about $25, and you can get it on their website. It's like time.com or something like that. But I'll link to that, again, on our website, and you can see the short documentaries on each photograph, the history lessons, all kinds of stuff.
That's cool.
Yeah, really
That
cool.
is cool.
And then Coca-Cola is now selling the world's first selfie bottle, created by advertising agency Geffen Team for Coke Israel's Summer Love event.
Did you know why Israelis don't drink Pepsi? Do you know the story behind that?
No clue. Do they not even sell it?
No, it's not allowed in the
Sounds
country.
just set up for a joke or no?
No, that's not a joke.
No.
It's true. Dan, do you know? No. Dan, you're wrong. Sit there and you're wrong. Wrong! The truth of the matter is that Israel will not buy it because they sell to the Arab nations.
Really?
That was the whole thing, is that they won't
But
sell Pepsi.
There's got to be a ton of products that they also sell to the...
Isn't Coke everywhere as well?
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Coke
how-
is, but there's something about Israel, and
You sure that's the reason?
yes, I'm positive. But when I was in Israel and I was in the Muslim quarter, I did have a Pepsi.
How'd you get that?
I was in a Muslim restaurant in Jerusalem at a Muslim quarter.
Interesting.
Yeah, but the Israelis, there's something about Pepsi supporting that.
Fun fact. So this new camera is basically a gyroscope, a charging port, and a camera all in one into like a base-like stand.
Oh, yeah.
Excuse me. Into a base-like
You got some
stand.
Coke in your throat?
For a Coke bottle. And every time the camera's tilted 70 degrees when the person's drinking, an image is taken. Now, the ad agency claims users are more active during events with the new camera and that they can share their special moments just by drinking Coca-Cola.
I have a feeling Todd's going to say something about a
All
bottle.
right, here we go, guys. Ready for the selfie? Everybody ready? Oh, my God! God damn it! I just got my new dress all messed up! Son of a bitch.
Next, only if we could have a taco that has a camera in it.
Nope.
Come on, I've teed it up for you.
It has been a while since
Jared's
she's called
teeing
in.
it up is shoving it down your throat.
It's
And that's Jared's dating life as well.
All right, and then last photo news story of the week, thank God. Artist Richard Prince, he's at it again in another lawsuit, marking it his 5th lawsuit over copyright infringement. Just like his prior lawsuits, it's over another Instagram image, this time being a photo of Sonic Youth's Kim Gordon that he reimagined, in quotes. Photographer Eric McNatt, he took the original photo of Gordon back in 2014.
Nads.
What's that?
nothing.
And his photo assistant notes that the creative team wasn't paid for their efforts in the shoot, so what makes this even more frustrating is the fact that Prince is monetizing off their unpaid photo shoot. And what doesn't help either is the fact that Kim Gordon herself posted an Instagram image of her holding up Prince's reimagined artwork and thanking him for it. Prince's legal team has fired back with their own statement saying McNatt's complaint fundamentally misunderstands the case law on fair use and how the exemption from the monopoly of rights granted under the copyright statute applies.
You know who's going to change this? Trump.
We'll see how this one pans out in the near future, though. I'm sure he's going to win. I think he won the past couple of lawsuits. He got sued 4 times.
I don't understand how that's
How it's
he's
legal.
allowed to
How's that
do
fair
I
use?
don't
It's
understand.
like taking
I
a
assume it's...
It's like taking a
sampling.
sample
Yeah.
of a song,
Yeah.
like ding da da
It's the
ding
same
da da
thing.
ding 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 da da ding da da ding ding ding. It's the same thing. You are sampling somebody else's work. So
Agreed.
fuck this copyright law. Can we? Do we know anybody in the Oval Office that could get the ear of the president-elect to get this changed? That may be the person.
Phone call.
Yeah, hello there, you son of bitches. Just wanted to check in. I heard you're looking for a inside-type lobbyist type person. I'm over here in the DTF. I don't know what you need, but I might be able to help you.
I need some help with Dick Prince's copyright infringement law fair use thing.
Were there drones involved in these shots at all?
Possibly.
Yes or no, Jew?
No.
All right, fuck off.
I guess he only answers to drones, right? Anything with drones. That's it for photo news, though.
All right, let's get to Gears of the Week.
Let's do it.
Because I got multiple gears this week.
Do we?
Well, it all came in.
Speaking of drones, actually.
Speaking of drones,
Yeah.
Good thing you spoiled that.
here is the DJ. It feels heavier, I'll be honest with you.
Well, we
This-
have the 4 over there, don't we? The regular 4.
We do. This is the DJI Phantom 4 Plus. No, Pro, not the Plus. And what you can see is that we have a 1-inch image sensor camera right here.
Looks to be about the same size as the original 4 camera.
But the camera is just
The
bigger.
sensor is different, yeah.
You could see that the camera is bigger. But this
Will
is...
you crash this one into your television?
No, I'm not going to talk about that just yet. We'll show that in a second. So you've got your side infrared
Yep.
on both sides.
Gives you
You've
about
got
7 feet
back
working distance.
sensors right here
About
for
30
back.
feet.
So this is good. And then we've got the Mavic. So the DJI Mavic Pro came. Jesus, Jared.
Oh, I see you brought your camcorder bag.
Yes, I brought my camcorder bag. So it's in here. It is incredibly small, but let's show my first flight. It lasted about 6 seconds.
God.
I can't believe it's in there.
Commentary is
Dude, it's only taking up half the bag.
I can't believe it's
Look at
so
it.
small.
Isn't that
so.
insane?
This is the drone right here. This is the Mavic Pro, and I took it out to fly with Richie the other day. I took it to fly at my dad's house.
It's smaller than Chet.
It is smaller
Way
than Chet.
smaller than Chet.
Got some very interesting footage. I sent them a message about some warbly stuff. I don't know why.
Only
we're
when the
getting
camera was
warble.
90 degrees
when
down,
it's straight
right?
down and
Yeah.
I'm going up, or I'm straight up and I'm going down at a rapid pace.
See
It's
some
warbling like
shake
this.
or something.
You can see it. It moves.
Wow, it's amazing how much smaller that gimbal and camera is compared to the Phantom 4.
Yeah, I mean, this
Way
is
smaller.
like I don't know.
You probably broke it when you crashed it.
I didn't break it. I definitely didn't break it. But you can see the difference. So the thing is, people always want to know is which one do I get? Well, Jesus Christ, the fact that this thing packs into this bag and the quality looks pretty good.
Good enough.
Yes, that most people would never know the difference. The fact that we could take this around the world in our bag like this.
I can't believe how small it is.
And and it flies so well. It's so easy to fly.
It looks like that. It looks like it was real easy for you.
The main
Todd, when I took it out to fly, it was.
the main reason we didn't want
And
to
then this
bring
is
it
the remote.
overseas when we went to Photokina is because we just couldn't pack an extra full bag for the Phantom 4.
Right.
Oh, good. It's
This
a
we
PlayStation
literally
Vita.
could have packed in our carry-on. It would have been great.
And there's 2 extra batteries here. There's extra props.
How much flight time
here.
do you get? Decent amount?
Oh yeah, decent amount.
Yeah. Because they always say, it gives you 28 minutes, but then it's like 20 minutes you get realistically.
This one probably, I don't know. It was over 20 minutes. I flew, and it was only at like 73% battery power after 5-6 minutes.
Because I know Richie's Inspire, that was always an issue where it would give him like only 16 minutes of true flight time as opposed to whatever I think it was like 22 is the actual
And you can
flight
fit
time they
extra
say.
videotapes in that bag, too.
You can fit extra
Perfect
videotapes.
VHS holder right there.
So
Yeah.
to put this into perspective, I bought the DJI Mavic. So I bought that. That was $12.99 for the kit, and they gave us to use the P4P. Will they ask for it back? I don't know. It was supposed to be a pre-production model. I think it's a production model. I haven't taken it out to fly yet because the firmware isn't out.
I bet by the time you have to send it back, they're going to have another one out.
Well, exactly. That's
It's
what
been
always
like every
happens.
8 months.
We
It's crazy.
keep it until they ask, and what
Yeah.
ends up happening is they never ask
Yep.
because a new one comes out and they want to send that to us. I've got a drone. What we should do at the Fro
We've got
factory,
so many drones. You should mount them on the
we
wall.
should just mount them on the
Yeah.
wall.
That would be cool.
Or we should just crash one. for
Target
fun.
practice, son bitch.
We really should.
There you go.
What should we do with them?
Race them all.
Race
we
them
should
and
race
crash
them.
I think we should.
We should race them.
Well,
In our jerseys.
43 miles an hour. I got that bad boy up to 43 miles an hour
43. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
in
cool.
out at the field when Richie was flying and I was flying.
What did Richie think of it?
He loved it.
Yeah.
He loves how the size. He loves the size of it.
He'll probably get one.
Yeah, he wants it.
Very cool.
He's gonna buy one if he could find one.
I'm sure he'll help us out with the review too.
Yeah, he's getting his drone license also.
Oh,
Oh.
the commercial license. Awesome.
Yeah.
Put his big boy pants on.
Yep. That's Gear of the Week. Flying solo time.
Let's do it.
So we've got a bunch of different flying solos. We got some videos, not a lot, but then we've got others that aren't videos. So here we go. This is from Jessica Perkins. By the way, she has a bunch of old Nintendos and Super Nintendo boxes in the background.
Nice.
Is she single?
Hey, Fro and everybody. I have a question. My name's Jessica from the UK. Although, as you can probably tell from my accent, I'm not originally from here. But since I moved here 4 years ago, I started a wedding and portrait business, but I'd really like to transition into commercial photography. I did get another website, another URL I started building specifically for commercial through Squarespace, and I used your code FRO. So anyway, I would really appreciate any advice you can give me about transitioning from one to the other. All right, thanks in advance.
So it's an interesting question because you never know. You got your weddings and your commercial work. A lot of people do suggest that you keep your wedding separate from your commercial. But it depends on what type of commercial work you're trying to do. It's not an easy answer because now you've got to build something, a secondary thing, and then get people to that. I don't know that commercial work and wedding work need to be on separate websites. Now, if you've got wedding work and your gore portraits or something, they may not need to be on the same website. You know what I'm saying about that?
Yeah, yeah.
It's so hard to answer that Does anybody else have any input?
I mean, I think it depends if they complement one another. If they don't complement one another, then they should definitely be separate. But if they don't, because there could easily be cross-pollination between the two. You know, you do somebody's wedding and they also own a business.
Right.
Could be some cross-pollination there. But if you've got like this, risque type of horror whatever stuff, and it's right next door to the pretty wedding stuff, it might be a little odd.
I get it. It's just difficult. So
If it makes sense, it makes sense. If
all
it
we
doesn't,
say
it
is
doesn't.
good luck.
Yeah.
Alan Corden. As a wedding photographer, I'm always looking for a different way to market myself. Now, let me just preface this with I've answered this 37 times, but I'm going to answer it again.
Number 36.
Would it be a good idea to go to bridal shows still or market through the internet only?
Oh, yeah, we've definitely
Also,
answered
what are
this.
some things that would be great to give away as a gift for people that have referred you to a bride?
iPods.
Thanks.
Condoms.
So should you go and do bridal shows if you're a wedding photographer or just post on the internet and do advertising? I always say if you go to good bridal shows, you are so much better off than if you just advertise and wish on the internet. Because what is great about a bridal show is that you are put in front of hundreds upon hundreds of people who are going to be getting married. They are direct targets for who you are looking for. They're hot lava leads, as I like to say. Now, yes, I spent $600 to do a show, anywhere between $600 and $1,000 to go to a good show. What you want to make sure you look for is that they limit how many photographers they allow at an event. If it's 5 photographers and you can be one of the 5 and there's going to be 400 possible brides coming through, that's great. If they don't limit it and there's 20 different photographers, don't do it. You got to pick the right shows in the right locations with the right clientele that you're looking for in order to do it. What can you give them? I used to give away free iPods when they signed up, gift cards to Apple iTunes stores. There's a lot of different things you can do today to give people that they want. Gift cards to Amazon, all of these different things that if you sign with me if you sign with me right here, and not literally right there, but within the first week or two, then you'll throw in the free engagement portrait. You'll throw in some extra stuff. Just make the added value that gets you the job. Because, look, if you invest, that's investing right there. You're investing in your job right there if you give them something and it turns into a paying client. That's what I have to say. So absolutely go do bridal shows. It's a great use of money because you get put right in front of the right people.
And you'll make all that back with one client.
And that's exactly true.
Yep.
Tony Timpe. Timpe. My child apologies for a 30-second long. Have a great holiday week. He has a video.
I figured.
Here he is.
Thanks.
When you do a photo shoot or a session, and then you edit your content and you go to put it up on your Facebook page or your website, do you recommend putting all of your best edited work up all at once? Or do you recommend releasing it a little bit at a time to keep people coming back to your website? Thanks, and have a great day.
So that is an awesome question.
Yeah.
So here's my answer to that. When I put out 5-minute portraits and real world reviews, I do put up all the photos on Flickr and on the website, but on social, I spread it out, especially on Instagram. Every couple hours, put out another one with a link back to your website so they can see all of them if they want to, but that way you can get the social aspect of it going. I like to seed them out over time. Same thing on Facebook. You could do that with each individual story that leads people back to the full-on blog post, and then maybe at the end you put up the whole entire thing just to see what works best. So you got to pick and choose what you do. Instagram is more, you could put up 10 different photos in a row. If you start doing that on Facebook, I think 10 photos in a row is a problem. So pick your best of the best of the best with honors there, and then after that, you can go ahead and put up the entire load.
Do you think it really matters as much, though, how frequently you put them up? Because of the fact that Instagram and Facebook doesn't really show every single post. Like, if you post 10 pictures, that person might only see one of them because of the algorithm or whatever.
And that's why you have all the rest of the images over on your site, so if they do see the one, they can go see
still
more.
click more.
So you make sure that it's like, by the way, over on the site, under this
See all
blog,
of them.
you could see all of them.
Okay.
So you're just trying to get people. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
Ryan Pitts. Fro and team, Ryan again from Minnesota. I've seen in the last week or two a lot of your videos and photos looking like Gary Vaynerchuk's type of work, like text, quotes on photos, and subtitles on videos. Is this something you're looking to do for marketing and better interaction? Or your thoughts on that? Thanks for all you do. It's Minnesota. It's close. Minnesota.
Thanks. We connected those dots.
So what Gary has done has obviously worked for what he's done. His following continues to grow. I've learned a lot from Gary for the past 7 years, and I've emulated a lot of the things that he has done over those 7 years and put them into the fold.
Just stole everything.
I just sent you guys an article last night that he put up in May about how one piece of content can turn into 4 pieces of content, and we have so much past content that it doesn't. And there's a lot of people that ask things like, "Why should you do bridal shows or not?" And we've answered it, but that's my fault for not giving people the ability to see it in a shorter form somewhere else. We have all of this content. We might as well use it to benefit us. And if that helps spread the word about the videos that we do, then by all means, we're going to do it. We have a huge initiative going on right now where Noah's been picking out different segments from videos, and Dan is then going to go through and turn them into shorter video clips, memes, and all of those different things because it's called micro content. You might as well put it out into the world. You just don't want to overdo it. You want to see which content works best for us versus what works best for Gary. 2 different things. Gary is talking about what he does and motivating you to what you do. We're more of a visual type of thing where we like to show the images, and I've noticed that pictures of me on Instagram shooting do very well. Like the halo picture I put up or the stance photo that Dan sent me, not from Todd's angle. It looks good when you put it out there, and people like that. So that's that. Adam Peel. For branding one's business, do you feel it's more important to have a nice presence on social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, over a more traditional website portfolio? The answer is you need both. You need to have a great showing on both places. We talk about it all the time. There's no secrets to being successful. You need to be able to have a nice website that showcases what you do for bringing people back there, and you needed to have a nice social presence. Go follow Gary and listen to what he says, or you can just copy it yourself. Assholes. I'm talking about you, not this guy. Gabriel Alvarez. I've been asked to tour with an event that I've been covering lately. What sort of contract/insurance should I have together for that for the work? So I think some of the things you need to ask in the contracts are you a hired gun or a freelancer? Are they paying you full time? Because if they're paying you that way, then are they going to own the rights to everything? That's the major question. Who's owning the rights? Are they paying you for the rights in your salary for touring, or are they going to pay you just the stipend and the whatever you get for per diem per day to eat? What?
Nothing.
What are you looking at? Why don't you pay attention, Steven?
Yeah, you should start paying attention more. Are you sleepy? Are you
it's so
tired?
distracting when you stand there and yawn the whole time. I never yawn during a show.
I hate you both.
It's so distracting when you just sit there and sweat the whole time.
I know. It's so distracting. It's a big puddle next to me. Don't slip.
Sorry, that was from me.
Puddle of
actually.
mud?
The puddle's from me.
Oh. Black Friday sales going on right now. I have to remember the question now. So, yeah, you have to ask who owns the images, what are you getting paid, what's the per diem, insurance-wise, are you covered, is your gear covered under their insurance, is your liability covered under the tour insurance? You have to ask those questions before you go. If you don't have insurance, you need to have your own inland marine policy for travel and your own liability policy, which we'll get into more of that come January when we start talking more about that stuff. Moving on. Daniel Solitz!
I currently shoot on a Nikon D3300 with a 35 prime 1.8. I do mostly portraits, and that's what I like to do. But I really want to upgrade my lens. Should I stick to maybe another prime, or do you have another recommendation for a new portrait lens? One that isn't necessarily too expensive? Thanks, and keep up the wonderful work.
Okay, good question. I asked for gear questions. And
Is that what you have, the 35-1.8, the DX?
Well, so there's two 35-1.8s. There's a 35-1.8 DX, and there's a 35-1.8 full frame.
You have the DX, though, right?
Yes,
For
but they're both 35 millimeters.
Yeah.
One has more vignette. You can actually use the 35-1.8 DX on full frame
It'd just
with
be
a little bit of
circle.
vignetting.
Yeah.
It's not even that bad.
Really?
It actually works. Yeah,
Oh.
I've done it before.
Okay.
If you look at the video, I think I did with Lil. at my table, one of my the video with the most views that I ever have, my Nikon professional gear, I think I used that lens for that because I wanted to show all my gear and I didn't show that.
And especially nowadays, if you're shooting 4K and you just crop in and crop the vignette out. If
you're doing video.
Yeah, if you're doing video.
So it's a good question. Of course, for best portrait lens, I would always recommend a 70-200 as an option. But if you're looking for affordable, when I hear affordable, I think a couple $100. I think an 85-1.8 that Nikon makes would be a better option for portraits than a 35-1.8, because a 35-1.8 is your 50-some millimeter, 58 millimeter, something along those lines, and I don't think that is a great portrait angle style lens. So if I'm just going to say it, I would say an 85-1.8 is more affordable. You can find one used and go ahead and pick that up for your camera. Though,
how much is the 100 f2 that they offer?
Nikon?
Doesn't Nikon have a 100 f2?
I don't think they have a 100 f2.
Or is that Canon?
They have a
has
135 f2.
They have a 135
Well,
f2?
I was just thinking Nikon, you need an 85-1.8 AFS, and I'm not really sure if they make an 85-1.8 AFS. You guys leave a comment. I'm not familiar with anymore because I don't work at the camera store. But with that said, if it doesn't have the focus motors,
it's a little tough.
3300, you got to have an AFS lens to do that. Matthias Appel. Hey, Jared. In earlier episodes, you said you would cut your hair to get the job as a president's photographer. But would you do it for Trump?
Ooh.
And that is a tough question.
That is a tough question.
So I thought about this question after he asked it. And so it's interesting. If I was asked to do that, I think I would say yes to doing it under the idea that maybe I could influence decision making one way or another.
There's no way you would have any influence on that.
Of course, but you never
Could we
know.
sell video guides in all his hotels?
But no, I'm thinking honestly here that you are closer to the president than a lot of other people. Pete Souza
Not as close as me, son bitch.
But I'm curious, though, Pete Souza, how often does he actually speak to the president, or is he literally fly on the wall, doesn't say a word all day to him?
If I had to guess, I bet you Mr. Obama
is friendly with him.
Probably not asking policy, not any of that. Probably bullshits about sports. Probably bullshits about life and family stuff. But you never know. Maybe what gets Jewish guy in the White House, could maybe be like,
that's not happening.
Maybe Donald, maybe don't do that. That's a good question, though. I'm moving on. So I would consider it.
So you wouldn't mind cutting your hair, though?
If I would consider it.
Okay.
I would consider it.
Huh. Would Steven and I be able to film it?
Steven Pasco. Well, we would need to find an advertiser. Probably wool razors or something. Wool.
Sure.
Steven Pasco. Hey, Fro, Steven, Todd, and Dan. You're welcome, Todd. This Instagram marketing question is for you, Jared, unless someone else on your crew uses the platform more. If you're a new photographer on Instagram, how do you compete with all the other white girls, quote unquote, who are Instagram famous solely for posting selfies all the time? It's not a racist accusation, he says, because if you're honest about it, it's true.
Called sexist.
It seems as though those are the only profiles that have massive followings and engagement, and I disagree personally with that. My profile at Steven Pasco Photography hardly gets any engagement, even when I ask genuine questions. He's got 96 followers. I followed your repetitive advice to only post quality work, since quality will always rise to the top. I'm just curious as how to deal with all the competition, especially from non-photographers. First off, if you took more pictures of hot girls, people would go ahead and like it. That's not what I'm saying. You're trying to lump yourself in and comparing yourself to somebody that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Why are you comparing
Totally different
yourself
audience.
to the audiences that aren't photographers? National Geographic is
Can we take this speech you're about to give and play this back to you in about half an hour when we talk about what you want to do? Moving on.
What are you talking about?
Nothing.
Look at National Geographics. It's all about photography, and they have millions of subscribers. So I looked at your stuff. It's fine. I don't know what you're doing to get it out there or how old you are.
How's he with tagging and all
Well, he's
that?
got plenty of tags, but one thing I didn't see that you were doing is you weren't adding certain people, like Philly Igers. First off,
yeah.
When I first saw that tag for IGERS, I thought that was racism. I'm like, what the hell isn't
I think there's like Philly_IG and like there's all these little tiny...
IGERS? I'm like, what is an Igger? I'm like,
Whoa.
Hey,
First
now,
off,
Easy.
that's how I read
Easy,
it.
Bannon.
But it was Iger's. But I'm reading it. I read it exactly how it said. But I didn't realize what it was. But no, you need to at different things like your local community, at Philly photographers, at like stuff like that. And you start collaborating with other people to start doing that stuff.
Or your closest city. I mean, you might be talking to somebody that might be not in a major city.
Could be in Danville.
Whatever's the closest like metropolitan area, like try to.
Yeah,
get
those
into
accounts that
community.
literally solely rely on posting other people's content. Now, do you want that to happen? Do you want them to post, screenshot and repost your picture?
No, they ask you for permission generally, and then
you don't
give it
mind
to
that.
them. I don't mind that if they're going to tag
as long
you
as
in
they
it.
tag and put your name in it. And give the spread
oh
the
man,
word.
like when New York, when the Empire State Building did that. I sent them the photo, or actually I didn't even send them. They took it from somewhere, but they tagged me in
you
it.
and they did
so
everything.
That's perfectly fine. That's how you can expand a little.
Yep.
So you're not doing anything right. You're not doing anything wrong. It's just you have the wrong mentality comparing yourself to famous girls. What? Shut up,
Why do they
Todd.
have so many views?
Why do they have so many subscribers?
It's a hydraulic press channel or something weird.
I hate them. Why do they do? We need to
We
do
should be
more
better
slow
than
mo.
David Gerton, give me my jersey back.
Okay.
No, don't.
Oh, all right.
They're nice jerseys, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
David Gerton. This is for everybody, by the way.
Can we expect either an audio guide or maybe a series of YouTube videos on how to do audio? I've got all the other guides that you guys have put out and they're fantastic. I think an audio guide would be a great addition. Thanks, guys. Keep up the good work.
What do you think, Steven?
Yeah, Steven, you need to get on this video guide train.
Yeah, I need to get on that and a million other videos.
How's your website doing?
The website's another thing. No, it's just... I say it time and time again. I mean, there's no time to make these separate audio things because there's so many videos we need to make for you. That's what all the time is spent doing.
Yeah.
But I think eventually, hopefully, I say it all the time, there will be one day that we put maybe 10 videos out on like how to do DSLR audio, compression, editing, whatever it may be.
When will that be?
Eventually.
No, what word did you say? One day? One day, one day. Some people die, my people may change. The people may change.
But I would like to do quick tips on audio. Maybe like I said, a 10 video series, something like that.
So maybe when we're at the freaking
Basic
Fro
tips,
Factory,
stuff like that.
and we can set it up quicker, and Dan can hammer it
I
out.
don't think a whole guide is in the books, but I do think videos or a series or
What if
whatever
it's
it
like
may
a
be.
$9, $10
Exactly.
guide?
I mean, if you did
If
a
it's-
quick guide, maybe or
If we
something
did like
that,
a
but-
$12, $7, $10, something.
Hashtag feed Steven.
And I also don't know how in depth we would get if it was a cheaper, lower guide.
Yeah, but imagine if we just did something where you're sitting at the table.
I mean, we could do a podcasting guide. To be honest, I mean, that's
Yeah,
what
I
we
think
do.
that's what
and
people are asking. I mean, I think people
actually have
respect the audio quality you put out and everything.
my buddy is starting to do his own podcast, and he was picking my brain about how we set it up here, and I was explaining everything to him, and he was just like went right over his head, and he's like, "Wow, you need to I need to watch this from you, or sit down with you, and you need to show me."
Yep.
And I'm like, "Yeah, I should put some videos out about it eventually, one day."
Ben Geyser.
so
One
cute.
day, I have $1,000 to spend on a body and $1,000 to spend on glass, aka $2,000.
Go to Atlantic City. Oh,
I want to shoot wildlife, street photography, and events. 4K video additionally preferred, but not essential. What should I get? So I didn't really think hard on this, but what just came to mind right now is something like a Nikon D5500 with an 18 to 140 lens.
Or if the D5600 comes out in the States.
If that comes out here,
Yeah.
but the D5500, first off, screw 4K. You don't need 4K at all.
I think it depends. If you are a one-man band, it's not bad to have that option, shoot 4K and crop down and all that.
Right.
Multiple angles.
You have $1,000. I don't even think you need to spend the $2,000 right now to start. I think a D5500 with an 18 to 140 is a nice way to go. Now, if you could get the 17 to 50, I'd see you wouldn't be able to get the
Is he
17
only
to
looking
50.
for Nikon? Or
No, I just asked a suggestion. How much is an 80D?
probably about the same price.
I still would
probably
say
about 1,000.
it says street photography, wildlife. I mean, an 18 to 140 is not going to be a good wildlife lens. I don't think for $2,000 I can get you an entire kit to do that. Now you could pick up the 18 to 140 and then something like Nikon just came out with a 70-300 kit lens. That could work because that's a 450 millimeter. So 18-140, and then a
70-300.
Then the 70-300 could be an option.
Yeah, it's not bad.
All right, so that could be an option.
It's tough when you're limited on that budget.
That would be a good question for the show that we are going to do. Philip Smith. Hey, Fro, I've got a somewhat controversial question.
Ooh, my favorite.
If I get an answer from you, it would be cool. If not, I understand that you're a busy guy. My question is this. In your experience/opinion, he has the slash going the wrong way for the opinion.
Oh.
I've never seen anybody type a slash that way.
Because it's not close
Maybe
to
from Australia. The drain goes backwards, so maybe their slashes go backwards.
Why do you see so many photography snobs who look down on others even though they were also beginners at one stage? Is it ego? Do they feel they have some sort of right because they are a pro? I know it's a weird question, but I've seen so many guys who are utter snobs and look downright condescending towards guys who aren't at their level yet. So this is an interesting question.
Yeah.
Because I don't know that it's somebody being a snob more so than it's a fucking competition and a business that more people that come up, like you have to earn photographers' trust and earn the credibility. And I've seen this with myself when I started shooting in the pit. Of course, you got these people that look down on you, but when they see you week after week, show after show, and can vet that your work is good, you get into the fold. You get to be a part of the clique. Now, on the other side, I've gone into the pit and I've seen people that don't have a lot of good gear, and I've let them use during an opening act some better lenses because I don't really give a shit anymore. I'm not there in competition, but I will tell you, if it's a competition between me and you, I want to win every time, and I'm going to not be nice probably at some point or just ignore you. That's competition. And you feel like, no, if you're there to try to get the job that I'm going to get.
Is he specifically talking about
Concerts?
photo passes and concerts?
Yeah, pretty much. Well, that's the way I took it.
Okay.
But in general, photographers looking down because it's a people are worried about their job. It's their daily life.
Yeah, for me, the only time I could kind of understand why people look down on certain photographers, especially the more amateur-looking photographer, as in a lower-end camera, because they literally just got the camera, picked it up yesterday, and started shooting concerts, and it took them a month to get a photo pass and start a little blog and something like that, where you've been working your ass off your entire life and made it that far.
Yeah.
And they barely understand photography. So I get it to a certain extent.
Sure.
But
you still want to be nice to people.
For me, I'm always nice 100% of the time. Unless you screw me over, then I'm going to screw you over.
I feel like it's generally insecurities on
It is insecurities.
people's parts.
It is. Now, I may be quiet and not talk to somebody and just stay in my own place for a while. That's not being a dick. That's just because I don't want to talk to you.
I mean, I try and converse in the pit all the time, especially when we're waiting for the band to come. Yeah.
Oh, nowadays.
I try and...
We've done it. You've seen it where these days in the pit, I'm all for talking to people.
Yep.
And don't be an asshole, because if you're an asshole, I'll probably call you out for being an asshole these days.
On the show.
Do you know who I am?
No.
Do you know what I my show? I'll talk about you.
There's one or two guys that I see on a weekly basis when I shoot in the pit, and they refuse to talk to me. I don't know why.
That's annoying.
And they're just dicks.
Yeah.
They're straight
They
up
don't want
dicks.
sweat on their lens.
So that's that.
Yeah.
That's Flying Solo for this week.
Cool.
Now it's time to spin the wheel.
Let's do it.
Let's spin the wheel. The Wheel of Fro is brought to you by you. Anyway, Black Friday sales. FroKnowsPhoto.com/brack. FroKnowsPhoto.com/Black Friday. Hopefully Todd's out of money. No, leave your gun
picking up
on
his
the
money
floor.
bag right there.
Stop messing up our stacks of
It's
bills.
literally a bag with a money sign on it.
What?
All right, on the wheel we've got the Canon prize. If it lands there, you win a printer. AdoramaPix.com. You got Fro Guides, FroKnowsPhoto.com/Black Friday to get your deals. Think Tank Photo to get your bags. AudioBlocks.com/go/Fro. Store.FroKnowsPhoto.com. Rode microphone, Steven. I booked the flights for us to go to Vegas.
Yes.
We're going to have to start asking people to sign up to be vetted first.
Yeah, you need my frequent flyer miles, by the way.
I don't have your number.
I just actually bought the card to get more miles.
I need your number
give you
in
like
order
60,000
to... I can
miles.
enter it.
I need that,
Yeah.
I'll give it to you.
I can enter it. Rode microphone. We're going to Vegas. They're bringing us out to Vegas for their 50th anniversary
That's gonna
party.
be cool.
Hopefully
Yep.
Casey still goes. I saw that.
Yeah,
Maybe
I guess he's
he'll
not
go.
going to vlog it, obviously.
But maybe he'll go, and that would be cool.
I think he will.
I hope he goes.
Yeah.
We've got Lexar Media. We use the cards each and every week in all of our things, including the drones. We've got My Face. We got Hoya. We've got all my video guides, which are current.
Oh!
Just make sure. He's got one on the camera.
Yeah, let's try not to jam the slider again. It
leave
literally
it there.
fell on the
Crushed it.
camera.
Nailed
That's
it.
funny.
All right. Yeah.
That was
Hopefully it
perfect.
doesn't get stuck. Go to
There's one on the track right now.
Go to FroKnowsPhoto.com/Black Friday to get your Black Friday deals and 50% off.
Whoa.
We've got Squarespace.com/Fro to get your 14-day free trial. Videoblocks.com/go/Fro. Store.FroKnowsPhoto.com to get my bag, which you can get with free shipping in the United States currently, and some free lens cloths and a $50 goodie for free. That's
Ooh.
a special prize that you'll get inside your bag. Worth $50 or more. If you know what that, I mean, it's pretty obvious what it is. Rode microphone once again. We got KesslerCrane.com/Fro. Use Kessler
Fro 10.
Fro 10.
Or are they doing the 15?
They're doing a 15% off thing. It's running for the holidays.
Fro 15.
I think it's Fro 15.
That's great.
And that's it. Let
Nice.
me spin the wheel. I got the name ready.
Let's do it. Look at that lame jersey you got. 2.8. You should have made mine a 1.2.
Wouldn't it be funny if it spun off the wheel and went through
Dude,
the wall?
one day it's going to happen. It's going to spin off. We've never tightened it. And it gets,
Sam Green helped me with
gets
that.
looser and looser every week.
It does?
Yeah.
We need to
I
tighten
mean, it feels like it.
Around and around it goes. Where it stops, nobody knows.
Oh!
I got to spin it again.
Spin again. That's so close.
It ain't
not going
happening.
anywhere. It's yeah, it's close. Wow.
Damn.
Sorry to my neighbor for that jumping
What the hell
on the
are you
floor.
doing up there? Get the
Around and
broomstick
around
out.
it goes. Where it stops, nobody knows. The wheel of Fro is spinning again.
Bang, 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 bang. Ah,
That's a good one.
that is a good one.
Congratulations, Tony Timpey!
It's Tim Pay.
Timpey!
Definitely Timpey.
Time P! Timpey! What did he ask again?
I don't know. You have the question right there.
No, it's a video. I forgot what he asked. Oh, yeah. He asked that question about putting out the content. So that was a good question. He did it for video. I like giving video questions props. So there you go. You got that right there. Congratulations. You are winning something from Lexar, and Lexar will mail it to you.
Nice.
Let's get to memes.
Let's do it.
All right, now it's time for memes where you can send them in to singwheelofro@gmail.com. The first meme, please, Todd.
First one, I just realized we look like a 90s like R&B group with these all matching jerseys on. It's from George Elias. Attack on Froton. What? Any place I can take a dump. Better not be on my Porsche.
Gotta keep this in focus.
Noah, I need to make a poem about this. Don't expect me to clean this mess up. Jared, can you guys fly next week? I'm buying apples. Crap! I swear it wasn't me. It wasn't me, Jared.
You literally have a voice for every person now.
And my dad does not sound like that.
Next one's Greg Cook, Fro Latte. Apparently, he saw there's a Fro frozen latte at his local establishment.
Gluten-free, we have cake, though.
It's a little hairy.
Gluten-free, we have cake.
A lot of liberal hippies in there.
That's funny. If you guys find funny things out there that would be pertinent on the show, send them in to singwheelofro@gmail.com.
Next one is Matt Perry's Exposure Triangle by Todd.
ISO.
Never more true than when I'm
ISO.
going through the footage from Germany.
Where's that photo from?
Greenpeace shoot.
Oh, all right.
Todd loves his high ISO.
Next.
Next one's from our friend Steven Sanchez. It's the Fro comic.
Oh, man.
That's what I'm talking about.
So what's new, guys? Like the new bod, I've been working out. Holy bloated Meredith, Steven. Look at those guns. And it only took me a few weeks. Guns? Why don't you mean cannons? I like the very last part.
I like how Todd looks.
See the little fart.
And then I like how Steven looks.
It's amazing. I mean, it's impressive.
I like how I have
It's
like 4
impressive.
chin hairs.
You do have
Well, you look like a character I've
pretty
seen
realistic.
before. No, that's pretty good. We
That's
should
really good.
Yeah.
You just like it because you have giant guns in there.
And the last one is from Chris Starkey. It's a little late, but it's Vote Meredith. Some bitch. America shades, America beer. Some bitch. That's all.
All right, I got one winner this week.
Oh, man.
I got one winner this week.
All right. What's that?
Well, we gave Sanchez a winner last week, right?
Yeah,
I think we did.
I feel like we should continue to bribe him.
I like the first one.
I think the ISO one, though, was pretty funny, too.
All right, you want to give to the ISO and the first one?
I agree.
Sure.
Yeah.
ISO and the first one. Congratulations, you're winning a guide. Speaking of guides, did you know that we're running a sale right now?
Oh, damn it.
That's
Todd
broken.
already blew his load. If you go to FroKnowsPhoto.com/Black Friday, you can get up to 50% off on 3 of the guides and 26% off 1 of the guides. So the code is FRO50OFF, lowercase with the number in the middle. You can get 50% off the Froknows Photo Guide to DSLR Video, the Froknows Photo Guide to Getting Out of Auto, and the Froknows Photo Flash Guide. You can use the code for each and every one of those when you buy it on the front end. Now, if you'd like to get the video editing guide to help feed Morgan, you can use code FRO26OFF, and that will give you 26% off, which is $50 off, I believe, of the video editing guide. So there you have that. And as a little secret, you will get a discount if you purchase the Froknows Photo Guide to Video Editing. You also get a discount on the back end when you purchase the other guide. So that's that.
That's that.
You guys have anything else you want to say before we get out of here? Dan, did you write any hashtags down this week?
Happy Thanksgiving. You know?
We give thanks
happy
for you.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it's a little late now, but
I see 2 hashtags. Hashtag Feed Steven. Hashtag Crushed It. Hashtag why don't you just sit on your ass and stop trying to write down hashtags. So if you'd like one of these jerseys, you can send me an email to jared@froknowsphoto.com. I have 4 of these versions I shoot raw on the back that say 2.8 if you're interested in that.
Jew Jersey.
If you're interested in a custom jersey with your own name and your own number and your own team, you can go ahead and send me an email as well, and we will discuss having a jersey made for you. That's up to you. It's gonna
Can they get it signed?
Well, if you want it signed, it can be signed. It's going to be $199.
How much have you signed it?
I'll sign it for free.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
And that's it, guys. That's episode number 206, right?
yeah, I think
We're
so.
only a few away from 209. We're getting there.
We are.
And that's it, guys. Happy holidays, Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Have a good Thanksgiving.
Yep.
Have a good Thanksgiving. Dan, enjoy your faux turkey. Now, you eat meat, right?
Oh, yeah.
And that's it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Jared Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com. See ya.